Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be looking at a cool diminished arpeggio idea that does not involve any sweep picking, and it's going to work on that alternate picking. So the lick, played up to speed, sounds like this. Essentially what this is a pattern of 10 notes or 2 5s, whatever way you want to look at it. So we're going to start here on the 5th fret, low E string, and you're going to play 5 8. And remember, anything diminished is just up 3 frets. So what we're going to do is go up 3 frets, find our D sharp, and then go up another 3 frets and find our F sharp. Okay, now this becomes very unplayable because of the stretching and the amount of moving on one string. So what we're going to do is take this D sharp and this F sharp here and play it on the S string. So you have this then, rather than... And then what we're going to do is loop it back, and then S end, and that's your pattern of 2 5s or 10. And then we're going to take the same idea on the S string, so go up 3 frets and then up another 3, and you find that there. Same idea. And then, now remember, because of how the guitar's tuned is, you have to go down 1 string but up 2 frets when you go from the G to the B. And then end on 15 here. So that nice and slow. So let's look at how we can actually use this in our playing on improvisational settings. So how can we actually start to use this arpeggio lick in our playing? Well, what I've done here is I've wrote down the modes in the key of E minor. So that is F sharp Locrian, G Ionian or G major, same thing, A Dorian, B Phrygian, C Lydian. Now ignore this D sharp Maxillian, I'm going to get back to it, and then E Aeolian. So looking at these, from our basic major modes, you have F sharp Locrian. Now, in order to form a diminished chord, we'll have a root, a flattened third, and a flattened fifth. Out of all your normal major modes, Locrian is the only one that fits that. Okay, so if you're in the key of E minor, you can start this lick from F sharp, and it'll work really well. Now what I've done here is I've wrote down D sharp Mixolydian instead of D Mixolydian. Now there's a reason for that. As I previously mentioned, in the major modes, Locrian is the only opportunity here to play our diminished ideas, okay? But if you're in the key of E minor, you can then start it from D sharp. What we're doing here is we're taking the super Locrian scale and we're borrowing it from the harmonic minor modes, okay? Now super Locrian is just your normal Mixolydian scale, and remember in the key of E minor that would just be D Mixolydian, but you essentially raise the root, everything else in the scale stays the same. Now obviously the formula for the scale is going to change because you're starting from a different root note, but that's just how I visualize the super Locrian. It's just a Mixolydian with a raised root, so therefore you have like a D sharp Mixolydian sharp 1 or a D sharp super Locrian. This also forms a diminished chord. So what you can do then, in the key of E minor, you can play from F sharp, which you're treating it like a Locrian or Locrian, whatever way you want to pronounce it. But you could also take it from D sharp and use that super Locrian as your starting point. And then from there, once you have a starting point, just go 3 frets up. So for example, if you're going on D sharp anyway, 3 frets up is going to be your Locrian. Okay, so you're going to find that it is your F sharp, it's 3 frets up. From the F sharp, just go a further 3 frets up and then just keep that kind of looping. But this is just a good way to kind of find a starting point, and then once you have your starting point, just go 3 frets up from there. hopefully that has made a bit of sense. If it did, please like and subscribe and enjoy the lick. Cheers, and I'll see you next time.